blog turned radio show, and it is so much fun. I have friends that are coming on the show today, and once again, Kathy Copcott, the Bel Air mommy, will join us. But this week, what she brings us is so good, I had to ask her if we could just take a little bit more of her time before she goes and picks up her son. As we always do, we have to schedule things between pickups and drop-offs, right? And classes and horse riding and all soccer. Kathy is going to talk to us about Bad Moms Christmas. Now, I know that it's almost Valentine's Day because, believe me, I've already bought chocolates for myself that I saw at Ralph's because the candy's already out there. I know it's not Christmas anymore. However, of course, when movies come out in theater, they also have to come out again on digital and DVD, which is exactly what's happening with Bad Moms Christmas. So what they did is got together some more stars from the movie, but this time it was Cheryl Hines and Susan Sarandon. Talk about moms I would love to be best friends with. Can we just have a dinner party with them, please? So they went to one of those jumpy places, one of the trampoline type places. Out here we have a Sky High. So they went to one of those. The movie studio put it all together that they would have a party there. I would have loved to see Susan Sarandon's face when they called her and said, yeah, we're going to do a PR thing with some mom bloggers and some media people. It's going to be at a jumpy place. Because can you just see how elegant and always in high heels type of visual? That's what I get when I think Susan Sarandon. I mean, she just emotes that classy, sexy kind of womanly. And she's like, yeah, you're going to go to a jumpy thing. So I wonder I would love to be a fly on the wall for that phone call. But she showed up and was amazing. I've seen some video footage that Kathy Copcott has captured for us. And, of course, Cheryl Hines, who is so hilarious on Curb Your Enthusiasm and anything else she touches. She's just one talented comedic actress that is just fantastic. Now, both of them played roles in Bad Moms Christmas. If you haven't seen it, obviously it is out now on digital release. And both of them sat down and talked with our entertainment insider, Kathy Copcott, the Bel Air mommy, talked about the movie, insights about their own life, how they relate as good or bad moms, and some insider scoop pictures. One of them I cannot get enough of. I actually put some video on my Periscope. I couldn't help it. If you follow me on Twitter at Kristin Cruz, you'll see the video. It's Cheryl Hines being asked to go into the hurricane. Like the shower stall tube thing that your kids always want to go to at Discovery Cube and at the jumpy places where you go in and you slide the plastic see-through door shut, and then they turn up the wind and they blow it at it's supposed to simulate 180 mile an hour wind like you're in an actual hurricane. It is, I think, one of the dumbest things I've ever thought I could think of, but the kids love it. My son gets slightly claustrophobic. I never wanted to go in there because I was afraid if the door shut, I might get trapped. I don't know why I would ever think that. I think of those things all the time. It's hard being in my head. But Cheryl Hines walks in like a champion, shuts it, and actually turns this experience, which is usually totally embarrassing and anxiety producing for me, into a Beyonce slow-mo music video moment. I mean, she owns the hurricane booth. She looks so amazing in there, and it's just too funny. So the video, I put some video up on my Periscope. So if you follow me at Twitter, at Kristin Cruz, you'll see it there. But Kathy Copcott has all the good stuff from that party, and she's going to give us the links so we can see more. Then our Bel Air mommy hops from that to a special private dinner at one of my favorite places with some of my favorite people. I like to go to these events. Oh, Fudge. Oh, Fudge. Have you heard of that restaurant? It's in West Hollywood, and it's definitely a trek and kind of a special thing, especially for up here in the Valley. But it's owned by Jessica Biel. Mrs. Justin Timberlake, yeah. And so she opened it with a fashion designer, actually a wardrobe stylist she had met years ago and became friends with. And the two of them, and then one more woman who actually comes from the Westfield family. Yeah, from the big, Australia down under moneyed family, I would assume, is they're pretty huge everywhere, was one of the investors. And these women got together and they wanted to make a restaurant that moms could go to with their kids, that their kids could enjoy and they could actually enjoy also. And that's basically impossible. That is maybe for me, the equivalent to oh fudge would be taking the kids to the McDonald's that's over by the Five because it has that like double decker play area. So I can go in there. But on a hot day, it kind of turns into like a sweat lodge. Smells interesting. But that would be the equivalent of what I would be able to do with the kids. Take them somewhere where I could eat and they could play and everybody could have some fun. Or I like giggles and hugs too. But oh fudge takes it up a notch. And they actually have a new executive chef now. And they make these strawberry martini, fancy, fluffy drink things that look phenomenal. And they have a whole bakery section with, I swear to you, the icing on these cupcakes looks like roses, like petals of pink roses. I mean, it is like a totally indulgent experience. So if you have to go somewhere with your kids, no, I'm kidding. If you need to take them in tow and you would like to also enjoy some girl time, maybe with some girlfriends, great place for parties. I've been to some launches of fashion companies there. I have been asked to go there with the Fab Kids people, with, so many cool parties, some TV stuff. I think HBO did something there. It's a wonderful place to gather if you want to do something special. If you want to take a couple of the girls, take a mom from school and her daughter and you and your daughter and go out there and get a fancy cupcake and an afternoon in West Hollywood, and it is really special. They have a little tree house inside. They have a crafting area. They have people standing by to watch your kids for you. I mean, it's a smart. Jessica Biel's got a head on her shoulders. So here's what happened. So Kathy Kopcott went there. She's going to tell us the experience, and she's going to let us look at the food menu and the food. Of course, we don't get to eat any of it because it's radio, and it already happened. However, we're going to try to live vicariously through her experience. And then next week, I want everybody to get ready because my kids didn't even tell me that Peter Rabbit is the next movie on tap at the movie theaters. And talk about take me back to my childhood. Oh my gosh, Peter Rabbit? This is going to be so good. I mean, there are a lot of reboots going on, and I'm not happy with most of them. I got to admit, but Peter Rabbit, I love it. So she's going to give us a little tip to that, and then the full review will come next week. Now, speaking of reboots, by the way, I just want to throw it out there. Did you guys hear? I have two young guys in the studio with me. They're going to have no idea what I'm talking about. But story of my life. Murphy Brown's coming back to TV. Blank stares. Blank stares from both of them. This is great. Murphy Brown is the latest reboot. Yes, Cody is Googling it as we speak. Candice Bergen, great show. And it was, when I think about it, I thought that's an interesting time to bring back Murphy Brown, right? But it actually makes a lot of sense because Murphy Brown is a female hard-nosed journalist in a newspaper news office. You guys correct me if I'm wrong if you want to call on the show and just school me so badly because I remember loving the show, but I also remember being incredibly young. Didn't even know what that was, but loved it. Thought the performances were amazing. But she was a very strong executive. She was a very powerful woman in a business that was mostly male dominated, and so for that show, and it was kind of in the times where those shows were just starting to go from to Leave It to Beaver and changing into like the Brady Bunch, which was like, two families merging under the same roof was very taboo. I mean, and I Love Lucy, they were still sleeping in separate beds. Like, don't forget. So like TV was just starting to, and then we got Murphy Brown doing this, man's job. At the time, she's really coming, and I just loved that, and I was so inspired by that show. I remember being so inspired by her. I thought she was so amazing, and like One Day at a Time, and all those shows are coming out. So they're now bringing that back, and I think that is awesome. So as far as reboots go, I give a thumbs up to that. I give a thumbs up to Peter Rabbit. And, of course, Kathy's got the entertainment scoop. Also on the show today, Melissa Reyes is coming back on The Mom Show. Do you remember me talking to Ms. Meliz? You can find her right now and check her out at Ms. Meliz. They both have Z's, M-I-Z, M-E-L-I-Z, because she's way cooler than me. I wouldn't have never thought of that. And she's hosting a show herself on Saturday nights. Now, I don't know about you, but wild Saturday night is like when I let myself eat dairy because I'm lactose intolerant. So I get like a pizza with the kids. We watch Moana for the 7 millionth time, and I just hope they fall asleep before it's over, and then I can finish their pizza and watch a little bit of the news. That's my wild Saturday night. Yeah. So truth be told, but if you too have wild Saturday nights like mine, and you'd like a little entertainment for yourself that you'll not be able to actually leave the house to get. We can't actually go anywhere. It's like we're under child house arrest almost all the time. So I have to stay in the house. But if you're staying in the house on a Saturday night, you can find a talk show called Last Night's Show. It's live. It's hosted by Ms. Meliz, who's a mom here in the community. And she has other people on the show joining her as rotating guests, coming in and out. It is so cool. It's every week. It's always new. And I'm actually going to be on her show. I'm going to be one of the guests coming up on February 10th. Now, I'm not sure. Is she on the line right now? Cody, is that what you were trying to say to me? She is? All right, Melissa, Ms. Meliz, are you on the line?
I'm here.
Okay.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm great.
All right, I know.
I'm great.
What's that? What?
I'm excited. I'm excited to be talking to you. How are you?
Okay, I'm great. We just threw this together for y'all to know because this is how moms roll. We just gotta, in between grocery shopping and picking up the kids, we put together an interview, which is basically what's happening. Meliz you are probably at school. I'm guessing.
I'm on my lunch break, driving around, going to get something to eat.
All right, so she's in the teacher's lounge at school. Going to get something to eat. If you've ever wondered what happens in the teacher's lounge, teachers duck in and do radio interviews during lunch. That's what happens, so you know. But Melissa Reyes, Ms. Meliz, thank you so much for giving us a couple minutes of your time. We just solidified that I will be a guest on her Saturday night show on February 10th. I am so looking forward to it. You always have the most cutting-edge ideas when it comes to technology and entertainment. But you need to fill me in and our audience because these moms are the ones, like I was just saying, are going to be at home and wanting to tune in. How do we watch the show? How do we listen or be a part of the show? And what is it all about?
Okay, well, it's on Saturday night at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time on Facebook, and you can watch live on February 10th and see Kristin and myself. Yay. And I'm going to have some other guests. And it's 30 minutes on Bubbler Media page. So you just go to Facebook, look up either one of us. You're already following us. Yeah. And then go to the Bubbler Media page. Okay. And that's where you can see us. And it will come on right at 8:30.
Okay. Now, at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard, Saturday night. You now have plans. The most exciting thing is you now have plans for Saturday night, guys. You have something to do. You'd be like, I got somewhere to go. I got something to do. All right, so it's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna put on makeup. Like it's gonna be a thing. We're gonna go out together. So we're all gathering together. Now, who else is gonna? Do we know who else is gonna be on the show with us, or how's it gonna be like a surprise panel? How do you do it?
Well, I have myself and my co-host, Cindy Harrison, who's my bestie. She's actually calling in from the East Coast, so it's a late night show for, 11:30 for her.
That is that's wild. Now that's getting wild.
I know. Yeah. I know. Woo. And so, and I have a lot of invitations out, so I don't want to blow it and say, who might be on, but, so you're the first who has confirmed, and I don't ever start promoting until I get that form, and you got yours in, girl, so I'm so excited. Yeah. But yeah, so every Saturday night, you can watch my Facebook channel or Bubbler Media and see who's going to be on. And we also have an Instagram at Bubbler Media and a Twitter account, so you can check that out and see who's going to be on. We have lots of other shows, too. And so last night is every Saturday night.
Okay, I have a few questions here. Now I've got all kinds of questions. Cindy is Ms. Meliz's bestie. Were you guys the ones that were doing the DIY stuff or the art stuff together? Was she doing the art?
We also do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes. So I know her. She's my friend too, Cindy. Yeah. Okay. So they do a lot of different shows now. Bubbler Media is kind of turning into a digital network because there are different programs at different times for kind of a little something for everybody.
In fact, my husband and son just started a new show called Food and Drones, and they do foodie reviews, and they talk about their drone adventures. I know.
That's actually kind of cool. I like that.
Father and son show.
Oh,
it's very techy.
Yes, but very foodie at the same time.
Yes. Last night they talked about thrifty ice cream.
I could go on and on about thrifty ice cream.
I just couldn't. It's great. It brings back memories, and it was really neat.
Have you taken? Cool. Hey, so you've taken your son there. You've exposed your son to thrifty ice cream.
Oh, well, yeah. You go to, it's Rite Aid now, right? So you go to Rite Aid and you get your prescription, you do your shopping, you get some ice cream, right? And then you tell them how it used to be 5 cents.
Totally. Okay, people are very passionate about their thrifty ice cream flavors. I know my dad's is the black cherry, without a doubt, every time. That is his go-to. He also loves his pistachio. And I got to say,
funny. This is what they were talking about last night.
Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Okay, what's your flavor? Do you
Mine is mocha almond fudge.
See, right off, if you're a true West Coast Thrifty's ice cream eating kid, you know exactly what your ice cream is. Like that.
And I think with 31 flavors, I think it's called Jamocha almond fudge, if I'm not mistaken.
But it's not the same.
It's exactly the same thing.
It's not the same, Liz. All right. That is so cool. We got to check out their show. What's their show called? Food and Drones?
Food N, the letter N, Drones.
That's awesome.
And, they just started. My husband just got his license for professional, certified whatever, drone flying.
Wait, hold on. You need a license?
Yeah.
Your license? Cody looks at me like I'm an idiot. You need a license? I didn't know that. To drive a drone? To fly a drone?
There's a certain level of, we're not talking the toys. We're talking the camera, So he's doing it as a business.
Okay, because I had only seen them at the mall at those little toy kiosks where my kids always go to like a magnet, and they're pretty tiny and kind of cheap looking. But then when I was
how they started.
That's how they hook you. They hug you. It's like
they started.
Just give you a little taste of it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so then I went to we go to North Carolina every summer. We hang out with family at the beach house, and my brother-in-law, Uncle Ray, he's a doctor, and he had one of those. I mean, the controller for his drone was like the size of my laptop. It had like 2 different switches. This thing was big. It was a whole experience. I didn't even get it. It was amazing.
We just converted our garage into a workshop for them.
You have to be kidding me. No. It's the new man cave. It's the new man cave. It's drone headquarters.
Oh my gosh, you are so reading my mind right now. We have another show that's going to be starting on Bubbler Media called Man Cave.
Yes.
I can't believe you just said that.
That is so cool.
I know. It's 2 of our other creators. We call them creators. Mike Model Sky and Chuck Hubbard. They are one is from here and the other is from England, and they're going to be talking kind of like men's, topics called Man Cave.
I like
that. Cool.
that.
We have something for everybody. We really are trying to have lots of programming that everybody would like. You just go and watch on Bubbler Media on Facebook.
So cool.
Easy.
Ms. Meliz, you're always doing something and I'm so excited that I get to be on it. Okay, February 10th, Saturday night, 8:30. My husband will be home, so he can deal with the kids. We can hang out, and we don't know who.
It's only 30 minutes. It's really fast, but it's a lot of fun. It's like kind of like a late night talk show format. And, it's called Last Night's Show with Ms. Meliz. You want to know why?
Why?
Because I'm always a day late and $1 short, and I don't know for sure what the news is. So we might be talking about last night's news.
That is so me with every show on television. Don't even tell me what happened on Friends because I still haven't caught up.
Exactly.
I have no time in my life for that. So I'm right there with you on the same page. And I need to just ask you one final question. Can I BYO wine? Can I bring my own wine? Can I bring my glass of wine with me? Because this is my big night out. Okay.
Of course, be in your own home, and you don't even have to wear pants, so you can wear pajamas or fuzzy slippers. You're only going to see,
yes,
waist up.
Yes, that's usually how I like to roll with the mom show, too. You don't know what I'm wearing under this desk. You have no idea.
I won't even ask.
My yoga pants could be anything. It's definitely going to be stretchy.
Whatever you want in your cup.
I love that. All right, so Ms. Meliz and I, our big Saturday night out together, February 10th, 8:30. It is on the Bubbler Media Facebook page. Please go there for the live stream. It is last night's show with Ms. Meliz. And I can't wait to chat with you. Thank you so much for dropping by on the show. And
it's my pleasure.
I'll talk to you soon. Bye, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care, everybody.
All right. Ms. Meliz, always rocking something new. She's turned me on to so many different entertainment outlets as technology grows so fast. Thank goodness I have friends like her who keep me up to date on what's going on. So Ms. Meliz dropping by. She works at a local school. She actually works at Chaminade. And last time she was on the show, some of her Chaminade students were in there giving shout-outs. It was very cool. That's probably why she knows all the tech stuff she knows, because she's like in it with the kids. See? That's what I only know what's happening in Paw Patrols, because that's where I'm at with my life. But she's like, with a high schooler. She knows what's happening. I got to hang out with Ms. Meliz more. She's on it. All right, you are listening to The Mom Show. I'm Kristin Cruz. Next up, Kathy Cupcut, the Bel Air mommy, is joining the show to take us into Jessica Biel's restaurant in West Hollywood called Aw Fudge. Super cute. And give us all the bad details, the good and the bad and the ugly, of the Bad Moms Christmas party with Cheryl Hines and Susan Sarandon, and we'll hear some of her interview with the stars of the movie, too. That is coming up next on The Mom Show on your hometown station, KHTS.
Where there's something available for everyone. They can't wait to meet you. For more information about what's upcoming at the Church on the Way Santa Clarita in 2018, visit tcotwsc.org.
Healthcare can be difficult if you're underinsured or have Medi-Cal. Samuel Dixon Family Health Center can help. Services are available on a sliding fee schedule. The mission of the Samuel Dixon Family Health Center is to give the Santa Clarita Valley access to affordable, quality primary care. There are 3 locations to serve you: Canyon Country, Newhall, and Valverde. Go to sdfhc.org for more information and to find the location most convenient for you.
Sweet, salty, tastiest, bacon and pancakiest. Big yawns are okay, yummy syrups, yes way. Butter pecan, blueberry, old-fashioned strawberry. Never empty coffee pot, Mom says it hits the spot. Almonds are the fluffiest, Dad tucks the scruffiest. Scrambled eggy,
pepper shaky,
orange juicy, wide awake, stuffed French toastiest. Waffles with the mustiest, buttermilky smooth, the silky tastes great. Love on a plate.
IHOP, everything you love about breakfast.
The Santa Clarita Artists Association has a new gallery in downtown Newhall on 6th Street between Main and Railroad, right across from the Canyon Theater Guild. The gallery features our members' paintings, sculptures, and one-of-a-kind handcrafted gift items. Whether you're an art lover, buyer, or an artist wishing to join, visit our website at santaclaritaartist.org, come to our free monthly meetings at Barnes & Noble, or stop by the gallery. For upcoming events and exhibits, check us out at santaclaritaartist.org. We make visual art visible.
I listen to it all day, every day.
Hometown, your hometown station.
It's The Mom Show. I'm Kristin Cruz. We're talking mom life in the Valley, specifically Santa Clarita Valley, all of Los Angeles, and I think actually any mom can relate to the girl stuff we're talking about. We just wrapped with Ms. Meliz. Go back and listen to it. If you don't have anything to do on Saturday nights, you do now. 8:30, there's a new show on Facebook. It's called Last Night's Show. I'll be on it February 10th. I'm so excited. We have lots of great guests to look forward to, so follow at Ms. Meliz. Totally spelled like how I said it, Mizmeliz, to find out more about the show. It's going to be really cool. Great. I can't wait to see you there. Please join me there. Now we have our insider entertainment expert, mommy blogger at BelAirMommy.com, Kathy Cupcut on The Mom Show. Hey, how are you, sweetheart?
Hi, honey. How are you?
I am fabulous, but not nearly as fabulous as you are, I have to say.
You're sweet. Thank you.
Yes, I'm looking through our social media pages. You guys know you can follow at Bel Air Mommy on everything, Instagram and Twitter and everything. And your Insta stories are so much more rad than mine. It is sad. I want to cry. It's not fair. I mean, like, and I'll just flippantly go through, like, her Facebook stories, and then I was like, oh, look, it's Nick Jonas. No big whoop. I'm in line.
It's all good. Chris Hemsworth. Listen, it blows me away. I'm like, oh, my God, I met Chris Hemsworth. I'm like, what the hell?
Okay, can I tell you right now, can I give you a piece of Oprah Winfrey advice right now? Here's what you need to do, and I'm telling you, do it, because if you don't, you're going to regret this. And I made the mistake of not doing it the first time around. She always kept a book backstage on the Oprah Winfrey Show. It was like a giant scrapbook type thing, right? And every day, every guest signed it and took a picture, like a Polaroid, and put it in there. Every single one. And I took that advice to heart. And I did that when I was hosting the Mark Kristin Show. I didn't do it before when I was producing music videos. I didn't do it when I was a Love Songs host. I was just so stupid. I really regret it because I had like two pictures of me and Jay-Z. And I'm like, right? But now.
That is a great idea.
You will. Yes, you will. You will have it. So get your scrapbook out. Just take one picture, print it on one of those little iPhone Polaroid printer things, like
I
print
was
out.
just thinking that.
Yes.
That would be phenomenal. Just walk around with it and be like, hi, let's take a quick picture and you can sign this.
Yes, and have them sign it if you can. It's kind of like a lot to juggle, but if you could, and then you'd have the most amazing scrapbook when you're done with all of this. For your kid, right? And it's the best, too, when your kids get a little bit older because you can prove that you were cool. You can prove it. Yes.
Like, that's
they
my
have
goal.
no idea.
I want Pete to look at me later on and be like, look, you're an old lady, but you were kind of pretty cool with us.
Oh, yeah. So it's good for that kind of thing. You'd be like, look, it's Mommy and Ice Cube, so take that. So
right? Take that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, So Kathy Kopcott is talking about, speaking of hanging out with super cool women like yourself, you got to hang with Cheryl Hines and Susan Sarandon, 2 stars from Bad Moms Christmas, which is out on digital now, DVD, Blu-ray, and everything, right?
It will be February 6th.
February 6th.
It'll be out, yes. February 6th it'll be out. These 2 women are such, can I say the word ASS? They're bad ASSs. Can I say that?
I don't know. Cody, are we allowed to say that? What's the...
But I
think you can say they're bad moms. I think you like that.
We can say they're bad moms.
They're bad moms. They are one bad mothers.
Bad
mom
jamma.
Bad moms. I got to tell you, they're both amazing in their own. Cheryl Hines she's just so kind and she's so sweet. Mm-hmm. And Susan Sarandon, there's something about her energy that is...
She's sexy.
Magical.
I mean, is she on fire, though? Because when I watch her on film, I'm sorry, but she has, with every year she ages, she becomes more attractive.
She's like fine wine.
Yes, exactly.
She's amazing. I found her intimidating because of the fact that she's such a confident woman and she's so sure of herself. Like, I respect that so much. I find that beautiful. Mm-hmm. That she knows who she's comfortable in her own skin. Mm-hmm. And that's a rarity.
I love that.
I love that.
She seems really unapologetic about her feminism, too, I have to say. Correct. Right? Because in my age group, at least, my mom being a single working mom raising me, and then I was kind of, I grew up in the working girl days, with shoulder pads and like the Wall Street thing. So for me, to see someone like her who just exudes her femininity, owns it, rocks it, does not apologize for it. It's a very unique kind of thing, and she's also very successful and very she's got the whole package. She can do it the whole thing.
She can do the whole thing, and one of the things I loved about her was that apologize when you're wrong. That's what I didn't send you guys the entirety of the video because it was like 16 minutes, but one of the things she said was apologize when you're wrong with your kids, so that way you can teach your children that it is okay to be wrong and admit it when you're wrong, and don't worry about if the freezer defrosted and everything's spoiled. It's not. She used F-bomb because it's not going to effing matter 20 years from now. She's like, so what if things spoiled? They spoiled. I mean, I love how it was real talk.
That's interesting.
It's the reality of it. And I thought, you know what? That's
so true. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Just be there for your kids. It doesn't matter if things are spoiling or if they want a cookie for breakfast. Give them the cookie. It's not going to make a difference at the end of the day.
I like Susan Sarandon. She makes me feel like I'm not such a bad mom.
Yeah, I walked out of it. I'm like, dude, I'm rocking this.
Yeah. The Susan Sarandon pep talk.
I'm like, I am rocking being a mom because I feel like a complete and total failure sometimes. Mom, this is awesome.
Now, this Bad Moms Christmas party was put together by the studio. They brought in some influencers and some media faces that you would probably recognize from TV, and they held it at a jumpy place. Was someone want to explain that?
At Sky Zone, because in the movie Bad Moms Christmas, there's a scene that takes place at a Sky Zone. Mila Kunis' character says, you know what, as a family, we're all going to go to Sky Zone. And she takes all her friends, with them, with their moms. And they go on the trampolines and they're jumping around and she has a showdown with her mom. And so the point of it was we all went to Sky Zone and we did our showdown with, we all teamed up. It was Team One, it was Team ISIS, and God, I forgot our other team. Cheryl Hines' character, I forgot her name. We were her character's name, and we did the trampoline. And I got to tell you, I was the perfect person for an Always campaign that day. I was like, I'm gonna leak. I'm jumping up and down.
No.
I clearly did not do my kegels when I was pregnant. I'm like, oh my God, I was freaking out, but it was so much
This is
fun.
what I'm saying. I was just thinking, when you get these invites, you're usually like, sweet, what swanky restaurant, what Wolfgang Puck is going to serve to me? Like, you get to do something like, but they're like taking you to a jumpy place. It's no offense to jumpy places. There's some really good ones, but sometimes that's like my worst nightmare. And I'm not getting out there and jumping. I had 2 kids. Women understand this conversation. We don't even have to say more.
No, we don't even need to go there. All I need to say, it was a perfect commercial for Always. We all get it. Because I was so worried. I thought, I'm going to be jumping. What in the world? And then once I started jumping, I thought, the whole time I was petrified.
Get it.
But then I realized everything's okay. When it finally dawned on me that I'm going to be okay, then I started having
I'm going to be okay.
I'm going to be okay. Everything's going to be A-okay. I started having fun, and it was a blast. Oh, my God. And then there was, and then when you walk out of the trampoline area, there was a hurricane.
Yes, I was talking about this.
That was hilarious. Cheryl Hines decided to jump into, oh, my goodness. So sorry, my alarm just went off. I'm so sorry about that.
You have to pick up your kid. It's the you have to go pick up your kid alarm. I have one too.
Right, no,
I do.
And so it's everyone. I think all moms, we've got it. And so Cheryl Hines decided to jump in there and do the whole hurricane thing. God, it was freaking hilarious.
It's so good. I was watching the video while I was periscoping before the show, and I had to show everybody a little bit of that. Is it on your blog? Is it on BelAirMommy.com?
It will be on. It will be on the blog. I'm going to put it up next week. I'm going to put we're allowed to put it up next week. There's a video of us actually doing the trampoline that all of us jumping around. In Sky Zone.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put that video up so you guys can get a good laugh of me doing that, and then also the Cheryl Hines. Cheryl Hines is actually up on my Instagram.
Oh, good.
She's on the actual page. You'll see the Bad Moms picture of Susan Sarandon and Cheryl Hines and myself, and then if you swipe it, then you'll see 60 seconds of her.
Yeah.
Having fun in that hurricane.
Go to @BelAirMommy on Instagram to see that. We've got a clip now. Kathy got to sit down with the 2 stars, Cheryl Hines and Susan Sarandon, asking them about their characters. And she opens up with Cheryl and asks her how much she feels she can personally relate to her bad mom character in the movie. Take a listen.
Well, I could definitely relate to my character. Because I have a 13-year-old daughter that I adore. Probably too much. But I like...
Do you have the tattoo?
No, I don't have a tattoo. But I do like to always, I like to feel her hair, and I like to have a hand on, and she'll be like, that actually doesn't feel good right now. So once in a while she'll have to tell me.
Just a little sniff every now and then.
Yes, because she does smell good, and her hair smells good, and her skin smells good. So I get it.
Okay.
But hopefully I'm not going to, be overbearing.
My mom was definitely more like Susan's character.
Oh my God.
Sarandon at the end, they're going, oh my God. Why did she say that? What's Susan Sarandon's character? What's so bad about it?
Susan, her character, Isis, doesn't realize that she's a mom. She's the cool mom who does what she wants when she wants. She comes and she goes, and she's not responsible.
Okay.
But she's fun.
We all know one of those in our group of girlfriends.
There's always
one of
always
those.
one.
Like,
There's
you're
always
a parent
one. But,
now.
Susan's amazing, though. I got to tell you, in real life, and her daughter has her own blog, and so it was really nice talking to her because they were all just so amazing.
Did you talk to her about her daughter's blog? Because I've seen her do some videos with, I think it was Mom.me.
Ava?
Yeah.
Oh, with Mom.me. Yes.
Yeah.
No, we did ask her. We really didn't go into asking her about her daughter's blog.
Yeah.
We just didn't have the time.
Yeah.
We were asking questions about the movie.
Yeah. But so so this makes me real, guys, I still haven't seen it because what I did was I tried to make plans with other girlfriends. One was pregnant, one lives in the valley. When we want to go to all together, and then we never made that happen. And so plans just wouldn't come together. And so I still haven't even seen the movie. So
we got to make that happen for you.
I'm going to lose my mom club card. They're going to take it back. They're going to kick me out. You're like, you are not one of us. You haven't seen Bad Moms Christmas? But so because I haven't seen it, Susan Sarandon's character I can just see her being that character where it's like inappropriate, not inappropriate in a bad way, but like, hello, you're a mom now. Like, is that the idea?
Right. Do you remember that movie? And it escapes me. It's Susan Sarandon and Goldie Hawn, and they were rock stars. And then Goldie Hawn's character got married, and she had a kid, and she grew out of it, and Susan Sarandon was partying on.
Yes.
She played that character in Bad Mom. She's perfect for that because she's so freaking cool.
She is. She's so BA.
We
can't say it. We have to say BA.
Right?
She is. Okay, so that alone is a performance that I need to see. I mean, this woman is one of the most incredible actresses of our time. So I just okay, speaking of, real quick, we're going to transition over. We're going to drive over to West Hollywood now and talk about being an fudge because another wonderful actress who's also a mom here in Hollywood, Jessica Biel, Mrs. Justin Timberlake.
That's right, Mrs. JT.
Yes, it has a restaurant called Off Fudge. Kathy and I have both been there quite a few times, and we've had wonderful experiences. But you got to go to you're so lucky duck. You got to go to the announcement of their new executive chef, taste all their new ridiculously delicious looking food, and hang with Mrs. JT.
Listen, I was blown away. This woman is beautiful. Her beauty will leave you awestruck.
That doesn't make me feel any better right now.
No, listen, when I left, I was like, that? No. Oh, my God. She's about, she's never-ending legs and just absolutely gorgeous without a stitch of makeup. Her hair was in a bun, and I thought, good God, if you see me with my hair in a bun and without any makeup, I look like I didn't shower the night before. She just looked She's amazing, and she had this gorgeous red pantsuit on. My God.
Oh,
and she was so kind. Oh, my God.
Don't tell me she's nice and smart and successful either, because
Right?
Right?
Right? I mean, I wanted to vomit. I was like, oh, my gosh, she's the full package.
That's
Ew.
awesome.
Yeah.
That is so awesome. I love it.
She was awesome. And so we were there celebrating the new chef, Chris Morningstar, and pastry chef, Lydia Cancino.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I'm not massacring her last name. But Chef Chris Morningstar, he revamped the menu, and it is phenomenal.
Really?
We tried some things, and some of the things that really stuck out with me were, for starters, they had a broccoli cheddar tot.
Like a tater tot type thing?
Like a tater tot, but it was broccoli cheddar tot.
Yum.
I could have devoured those. I could have had 2 or 3 orders easily. I'm like, this is delicious. It has broccoli and cheddar, and it's a tater tot.
So
I'm like, how?
It's got the hidden vegetables, which we need to do for our kids because we got to just hide those puppies. But then it's got cheese that covers up the anything with cheese is good. Period. End of story.
With cheese, absolutely.
And then it's got the potato and the crispiness, and then that tater tot that takes us back to our youth. That sounds like the perfect.
It's a win-win, and I tell you what's great about him is he has a 5-year-old, so he knows what kids like.
Yep.
That's why. And then So he had a whole bunch of things. He had the broccoli cheddar tots, the burrata toast, the truffled grilled cheese. Oh my God, with the caramelized salad. That was to die for. It just couldn't get any better than that. And then we tried out their new salads that are vegan Caesar, or grains and seeds, and a little gems lettuce. The grains and seeds salad had a spicy kick to it. It was absolutely delicious.
That was
definitely not something you would share with your kid. You eat that alone.
Okay, right. And as a vegan, it's nice to know they have vegan fare. And they're actually right across, they're right across from, what's the vegan restaurant called? Gracias Madres. Right across the street. Yes. So you can go there and get your Mexican vegan fare on with some of the best. By the way, I think it's the best nacho cheese that I've ever had as a vegan. It's so good. Right? It's really amazing how creamy it is. It's not gritty or anything. And then right across the street is Fudge. And so on Santa Monica Boulevard, that runs right through West Hollywood, it's just one half a block south of that where the street narrows a little bit. And you always kind of wonder, what's back there? Well, some incredible restaurants and some really great food. So if you want to head over with the kids, you actually have a great place to go.
Fudge is a great place to take your kids because, they've got that play center and they've got au pairs in there. So if you want to sit and eat and send your kids to go play in the kids center, they can.
Yeah.
And the one restaurant where they really do not mind your child making a mess, this is the place.
This is. And
no one's going to judge you. No one's going to say, have your kids be quiet, nothing. Because that's what Fudge is. They want you there with your kids.
It's a paparazzi-free zone because that that really wears me down. So you'll see some celeb moms there and kids there because it is a really comfortable, safe place. So it's kind of fun like that too. People watching, you don't go there and take pictures of them and stuff, but it's kind of a neat. Please don't. Unless you're Kathy Cupcut.
Not when they're with their kids.
I know, right? Yeah. That's the worst. Yeah. But Kathy gets to go in on these things and scoop it so that we get to see the insides. And
Thank you.
What is with the photos? Where are these food photos?
Where are the food photos? Coming up in a couple of days because I have to edit them and I've got to make it look pretty because it was such an intimate setting. There was only 10 of us.
Yeah.
And I was. When it's that intimate, I felt weird popping out my phone.
Yeah.
They had a professional photographer there, and I was asking, you have to email me all these pictures.
Right. Okay.
I cannot pop out the phone and be like, let me take pictures of everything.
So wait, you didn't see Justin Timberlake? He wasn't there?
He was not there. It was Jessica and her two partners, Esty and Kimberly, that were there.
And was Esty dressed gorgeous? Esty is her wardrobe stylist.
Esty is she's a classic
flawless
woman. She's
flawless.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
She
was
for
years.
Dressed beautifully. I mean, they're just amazing.
And then the other one is the Westfield lady, right?
Kimberly, yes.
Yeah, Kimberly's from Westfield. That's one of the investors, yeah.
Yeah.
Power Trio, you guys. So find out more about Fudge. It's just a cool story behind it, but it is a really great restaurant. And Kathy Cupcut is putting up lots of photos all week long. I'm basically going to have to check in with you all week to see all these photos going up.
I'll throw up the site. As soon as everything is up, I'll come back to your Facebook
and tag me.
Link, and I'll put it on your site.
Thanks. Next week, Peter Rabbit, right? We're going to talk Peter Rabbit?
We've got Peter Rabbit. We have Peter Rabbit coming up. We have Early Man coming up. It's an animation by Lionsgate. And we have, I'm going to tell you what else is going on. We've got sprinkled up. Hold on, January. January's up. Oh, Black Panther.
Oh, awesome.
Black Panther. Black Panther. I will be seeing it on the 29th, but I'm going to find out when I can talk about it.
Oh, it's like that. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Kathy. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I cannot wait to talk to you next week. I hope you have a beautiful week. I'll be following you on Instagram.
I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, you guys. Take care of yourselves. Be safe, and thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
Mwah. Love you. Bye, honey.
Mwah. BelAirMommy.com on The Mom Show. Coming back for more. From Off Fudge to another one of your favorite restaurants, I have something really big to tell you about the Cheesecake Factory. Thanks to my friends at South Bay Mommies and Daddies. They just gave me some insight. And I need to talk to you about a really heartwarming story about how mom tribes can save lives. That's coming up in your hometown station, KHTS.
Drugs or alcohol abuse can tear a family apart. In Santa Clarita, just like everywhere else, it's an epidemic. The Way Out Recovery is here to help. Call them now at 296-4444 or visit them on the web at thewayoutrocoveryscv.com. The Way Out offers outpatient treatment for adolescents, adults, and family members. The Way Out is compassionate, caring, professional, and confidential. You and your family don't have to suffer any longer. Call The Way Out Recovery now, 296-4444, or visit thewayoutrrecoveryscv.com and make an appointment. Asking for help is the first step.
With Facey Medical Group, good health is within your reach. Our doctors provide Santa Clarita's finest primary and specialist care at 4 convenient Santa Clarita locations. If you're looking for connected, convenient, personal care, there's no better place. We accept most health insurance, including plans offered through Covered California. Call 1-844-MY-FACEY for more information or to schedule an appointment.
Comfort Keepers provides your loved one with loving in-home care.
Miles McNamara, certified senior advisor and owner of Comfort Keepers in-home care.
Our caregivers can help you in your own home, enhancing independence, creating safety and comfort. Our Comfort Keepers provide companionship, meal preparation, medication reminders, assistance with personal care, and even transportation to doctor's appointments. If someone you love can use a helping hand at home, visit comfortkeepers.com.
Or call 287-4200.
KHTS.
It's the Mom Show. I'm Kristin Cruz. We're talking mom life in the Valley. Thanks for joining me live for talk radio locally here in LA every Thursday, 12 to 1. And this is the podcast right here on hometownstation.com. If you're listening, please let me know what you thought about it. Leave a comment in the section below where you can tell me what you thought about the show, maybe suggestions of things you want to hear about or parts that you really loved. That always feels good. Any guest suggestions, too? I'm always open to chatting about it. And let's see if we share the love for this one food at a chain restaurant that personally I adore. I think most people go nuts for it, and that's why their Facebook page just about blew up the internet when the Cheesecake Factory announced that their brown bread is now going to be sold at grocery stores. Oh my gosh, you guys, the brown bread at Cheesecake Factory. Now, I know I'm talking pure carbs. Thank you. Yes, the brown bread. Yay! The wheat dinner rolls, wheat mini baguettes, and wheat sandwich loaf. I've dreamt about trying to make a sandwich with that brown bread before. I've had dreams and woken up disappointed in the world because it doesn't exist. Well, guess what? It does now. So if you, and I have a specific girlfriend I'm thinking about at school who I know loves Cheesecake Factory. She should basically just have a name placard on one of the tables there. She's there so often. It's like her office. If you know somebody who loves the brown bread, Cheesecake Factory says they're going to be selling it soon. You got to follow them on Facebook and their social media outlets. They'll tell you exactly where, which retail outlets, because we don't know yet, but it is coming. My husband is going to be so excited about this. We love that bread. But so does my son. And as parents, we always let them eat the stuff that we like. You know, if they want it more, we're like, okay. And my kids definitely grab the whole baguette off the table at Cheesecake Factory. Like, there's no, like, peeling off. Like, it's adorable how they've made those little cuts in Cheesecake Factory. I feel like they've even gotten a little bit lazy about the cuts into the little piece because they're like, nobody's going to actually tear off a little tiny piece. They're just going to go for the whole baguette. And they're right. They just grab the whole thing and they eat it themselves. And then we have to be like, excuse me, can we have more bread? Which I'm always embarrassed to ask for. I do not know why. But we need more bread. The brown bread is amazing. So Cheesecake Factory is going to be selling that. And I had to tell you about that because we were talking about good food with Off Fudge, Jessica Biel's restaurant, and her new chef there. So we had to go from one good food thing to the next. Fudge. All right. So how a mom tribe can save a life. Now, next week on the show, I'll have a couple of moms on who are going to help us build a list of communities that you can check in with. And as a mom at any stage in life. Reason being, I was talking to a girlfriend of mine at school pickup, and she said she was listening to the show, which thank you. If I know you and you're listening to the show, you are a true friend. and she said, you talk a lot about baby stuff or toddler stuff, but some of us moms have kids graduating the 6th grade. Some of us moms have kids going into junior high school and high school. We've got all kinds of other things going on, which is so true. And we do try to cover a lot of topics. And I think something that's helpful is finding these mom tribes on Facebook, these groups, whether there's 100, 200, 300, or 10,000 moms, like there is in LA Mommies, which is a group I belong to. You find moms that are more specific to exactly what you're going through or exactly where you're at in life. And in the Babble Buzz today, courtesy of Disney, Babble sent me a story that just reaffirmed and underscored exactly why I think this is so important to have this show and these groups. Okay, there's a group called Grown and Flown. It's a private Facebook group. Do you get it? It's moms that have kids that have already grown up and flown the coop, right? So this one woman's son was in Alaska going to school, 3,000 miles away from his home, when she got a phone call from him at 3 in the morning that he had pain in his leg and had collapsed. Now, he had no family up there. She was very far away. She tried to find a flight to Alaska. Well, she posted up on her group, Grown and Flown, what was going on with her real quick that night, just to check in. And sure enough, there was a mom in her group who lived in Alaska, not far from her son, was able to go check on him within minutes, take him to the hospital, and while there, help actually make him feel like he had his mom nearby, brought him some sandwiches, and just helped him feel comfortable and stayed in touch with his mom until she could fly up there and be with him. That is all just because of a Facebook group. What a cool story, right? So mom tribes are so important. You never know what they can do for somebody. And also, don't hate too much on social media. There are really good things to be found on the internet. So I know that we spend a lot of time talking about the other end of things, but this is one story that really shines a light on what good Facebook and social media can really, really do for us and keep us close and closer to our family and our loved ones who are far away. It's The Mom Show. I'm Kristin Cruz. I'll be back next week. I can't wait to spend another hour with you here on your hometown station again, KHTS.